first of all, welcome to Talking Heads. My name is Michael Rohs, and I'm the host of the show. Today I'm here with...
Sandy Nino.
Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit, Sandy?
Yeah, so I'm Sandy, like I said. I'm a psychology major and a Spanish major. I'm from the suburbs of Chicago. I'm from Aurora.
Nice.
So I'm an out-of-state student here at the University of Kentucky.
Me too.
For sure.
It's a little bit different coming from out of state than coming from in-state to a school like this.
Yeah.
Especially from like a mental health aspect, I feel like. You feel like a lot more isolated.
Yeah. It was hard first semester.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like because we're freshmen, we had to do like all those activities. Yeah. And like they kind of helped. Like you met some people, but it was still kind of weird. And it's just like not only like is it the transition from high school to college that you're going through, it's also like, oh, this is not home anymore.
Absolutely.
And then like I don't know about you, but like I didn't know anyone.
Mm-hmm. I
mean, that was part of the reason why I wanted to come, because like I wanted that challenge for myself. But it was hard.
Versus on campus, I feel like we're really hard because you're just like coming to a big like state school. Mm-hmm. Like there's so much like there, but it's like you have no clue just like where to even start.
At all. Like they gave us tours and stuff, and it's like, yeah, this is the blank building, this is this building, this is Whitehall, this is that, and it's like cool. And then I don't know, like you're just left to like drown a little bit.
Yeah,
you have to struggle for a little bit, but I think it does get better. The second semester has been a lot better than first.
How has it been better than the first semester?
I think I like my schedule a lot more second semester. I took a like afternoon class first semester, and I'm never doing that again.
I feel that.
I had an 8 a.m. I'm never doing that again. Yeah. And then it's just like you just know people and you kind of get the hang of it a little bit more. And at least like I know where some of the buildings are now.
Yeah.
Like you know a little bit more.
You don't just feel lost on campus.
Yeah, no. Like I remember like one time it was like probably like a month into school, and like I had gone to the gym, and like I came back and I was gonna go eat, and it was Friday. Mm-hmm. I didn't know they closed at 8. So it was just like things like that like you didn't know, and then you just learn, and then you struggle a little bit, but then it gets better.
It's kind of trial by error, I feel like. There's just like so much to try, which can be like really overwhelming though.
No, yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Cincinnati, so I'm not from that far away, but it's like...
It's definitely still different, though.
Yeah, it's just far away enough to where it's like, okay, my parents aren't just going to, like, be here.
Yeah.
Like Colin, who you know, who will be interviewed on another episode. Uh-huh. I went to high school with him.
Oh, for real?
But, like, coming down here, like, as you said, like, no connection to anything.
Yeah. Have anyone, like, distinguished you from, like, a northern kid?
Yeah.
Like at first when they told me that, I was like, is there really a difference between like north
and south? It's a big difference.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Like my roommate's from Northern Kentucky, but like even like he says he's from Cincinnati because all the Northern Kentucky kids like to say they're from Cincinnati.
Yeah, no.
And I'm just like, that's a big difference.
Yeah. Everyone from Illinois, they're like, I'm from Chicago, and I'm like, for real? And they're like, no. And I'm like, a lot of people are from the suburbs. Like I'm from Aurora, but like I know a lot of people from like Naperville and like St. Charles here, and I'm like, damn. But like y'all not Aurora though.
Yeah.
It's still like people you don't know, but yeah.
Absolutely. So is there any advice you'd give to like someone who's maybe coming into their first semester for like ways to avoid maybe some struggles that you found yourself caught up in that you kind of figured out this semester?
I think specifically for Kentucky, I would say like don't be intimidated by the big lecture halls.
For sure.
I think I definitely let that get to me a little bit, not because like in high school I wasn't really scared to participate or ask questions like if I needed to, but like it definitely like the first class that I had that was like over 100, I was definitely like, yeah, I'm never raising my hand, like I don't want to be that girl.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely something you need to like get over, because most of the time like what you don't know everybody else doesn't know, but nobody wants to be that person, and then you guys are just confused.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really big aspect to like that first semester too, is that like you think you're alone in like a lot of that, like just not knowing what's going on. But you have to realize in those lecture halls and stuff like Chem 105 especially, where it's like 160 kids. Yeah, it's everyone's struggling through Chem, everyone's like being faced with very similar things. You just kind of have to like realize that those people are around you the whole time.
Yeah, I think also definitely like because there's always like group meets for classes, and you just didn't know when you're not even in it, and they'll talk about like the things you guys are going through. So if there is one, try to get into that. Also get everyone's like social media, because like it's easier to make friends, and then like if you need anything you can do that. Like I know for this one girl we had Psych 100 together last semester,
Mhm.
and then this semester we have Psych 215 together, and like we don't sit by each other, but we're like we know who we are. And then one day like she didn't go to class, so I took pictures of the slides and I gave them to her. And then one day like I didn't feel good, so she sent them to me. And it's just like you guys don't have to be best friends, but when you guys help each other out like that with little things, I think it makes a big difference.
Absolutely. And it's just those small things that make like a huge difference.
Yeah.
You don't even realize it,
Mhm,
but once it
mhm.
starts happening, you're like, wow.
Yeah, because like some professor will post their slides and then other people won't. I think it just depends on like the circumstance.
Yeah, but I definitely think that that's like a very good thing to latch onto because I transferred into STEM major after my first semester.
What were you first?
I was an English major,
Ooh,
yeah.
wow.
So those classes, like as you can imagine, were all like 10 people. So it's like a very tight knit, like you know everyone in your classes.
Mhm.
So then when I like chem was my first class of my new major because I had it like Monday morning, and I walk in, and I'm like, there's 200 people in here. Like it's very scary.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know other majors, but I know for STEM, it's like you know everyone there is good. Like,
Mhm.
like even if they're not,
They're there for a reason.
yes, it's like everyone has like something they're good at. So I think in STEM, it's like it can be very intimidating if like they're good at that one thing and you're not. And you're just like you can get down on yourself
Yeah,
really
for
easily.
sure. It's very easy to like compare yourself to others, especially in those big classes because you feel like one versus so many different people.
And it's just like because you don't know them in like a personal level, so you just like compare what you see,
Mhm.
and it's like you see greatness, and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm not that.
When you're like just seeing the average and like the high score on the exam, you're like, I don't know if I can necessarily
Yeah,
compete
no.
with that.
And then exams, like
Mm.
I've always studied for exams, but like in high school, it was like if I studied, it was a guaranteed A. Like
Yeah.
like I was gonna do good. And then here, it's like
gotta
you
put the work
study.
in.
And you get a B or a C, and it's
Mhm.
like, but you actually put in the work, and you still didn't even do that good. But like that's like the average though. Like everyone, like probably one person in the class will get an A.
Yeah, you have to like almost divide. You have to keep high school like separate
Oh yeah,
from
like,
your college experience.
totally forget about high school. Like
Yeah.
it's not even like thanks for the credit because I took like AP classes
Yeah.
that helped, but like you gotta move on because it's a whole different like, it's not the same.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that's about it. That's about all we've got for this episode. But I just want to thank you for coming on and
For sure.
all you've shared.
Thank you.